Ready? All right, hey everybody, welcome to episode number 51 of the Stuff I Never Knew Trivia Game Show Podcast. We're your weekly podcast. We have 3 rounds of trivia. We have 4 players calling in from around the world. We did try to record this show last Friday, and Rick, probably our first super fan, designated super fan, who lives in Houston, was on during the show Friday night. I said, Rick, isn't it bad there? He said, no, just a little rain. It'll be all right. Let's play. But we ended up not getting 4 players. Rick couldn't play. I have followed up with Rick. He is doing okay. There's no advertisers for this show this week. I have no special messages. I asked Rick whatever he wanted to say, I would say it to all the fans out there. And all Rick said was tell them if they can donate anything they can. He chose the J.J. Watt Harvey Relief Fund or the Red Cross. So anybody in Houston who needs some help right now, superfan Rick says that's the places to go. The J.J. Watt Harvey Relief Fund or the Red Cross. Tell them Rick sent you. I can just picture all these people getting these letters saying Rick sent me. So if you could tell them Rick sent you, that would be amazing. I'm sure it would make Rick chuckle. So as you know, we just jump right into the show. We have 4 players. Essa, George, Tim, and Steven. We'll meet them in round 2. But right now, we're going to get right into it. Essa, you're going to be first today. And in round 1, we're playing microphones or guns. So you have to tell me, is this a microphone or is it a gun? So
I'm in trouble.
You're going to love how these model numbers give you no clues. So here we go. Essa, the M203 DAX, D-A-X.
Gun.
Is that a gun or a microphone? That is a gun. It's from the United States. It's a single-shot, underslung grenade launcher. How about that? Over to George. George, the CMG-50. Is that a gun or a microphone?
I believe that's a Colt.
Is that a gun?
Colt, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any of these things. So it's actually a shotgun microphone. It's a microphone.
Oh.
So we have Essa with a point. George will get on the board soon. Over to Tim. The SM58LC. Is that a microphone or a gun?
I have no clue, so I'm going to guess microphone.
Microphone is correct. It's a vocal microphone. And to Steven, the 6P62. Do you talk into it, or does it make you talk? What is it? Let's go with it makes you talk. It does make you talk because it is a gun from the Russian Federation. It's a fully automatic anti-material rifle. Back up to Essa. Essa, the SMM205.
That is a microphone.
It is absolutely a microphone. Essa sweeping the first round. It's for the singing machine with a 10-foot cord.
Ooh.
Hey, how about that? All right, over to George. George, the Vector R5.
That is a submachine gun.
That is an assault rifle from the South Republic. It is a gun. George on the board. Over to Tim. The NW700.
I again have absolutely no idea, so this time I'll guess gun.
Gun. Should have stuck with your first answer because it is a microphone. And Steven closing it out with the DTM4.
Let's go with the gun.
That is a gun. Steven also sweeping. The DTM4 is from a Soviet Union quad-mounted machine gun. That's some heavy firepower, I guess. I don't know much about either. I mean, you've heard the sound quality of the show. so I don't know anything about microphones. I don't know anything about guns. All right, Essa and Steven sweeping round 1, 2 points. George and Tim with 1. It's still anybody's game. We're going to go over to Essa for round 1. I'm going to go ahead and mute the other players real quick. All right, Essa, or over to Essa for round 2. Essa, how's it going? Welcome back to the show.
It's going well. Thank you.
Good. How's still driving?
Actually, I have not Ubered in a couple of months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I hope
Taking some time off.
you had enough of that Uber.
Yes.
All right. Well, our categories in round 2 are solar system, geography, and food. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Trying to think what I did here. Oh, this is a little bit of a throwback. All right, so in round 2, our questions are a little bit of a throwback. You'll see that our first, and in round 2, your categories are solar system, geography, and food. But the twist is the food questions actually come from our first show ever. So they're going to be repeat questions that we've already asked. So we're going to see, have you been listening? Have you been learning? Everybody will have the same 3 categories. So Essa, your solar system question. What is the only spacecraft to have visited Uranus? Is it, multiple choice, Mariner 10, Challenger, Voyager 2, or Curiosity?
Curiosity.
Curiosity is incorrect. It is Voyager 2.
Yeah.
Your geography question. The Grand Canyon in Arizona was carved by which river?
Colorado?
Colorado is correct. And your food question from the first episode ever of Stuff I Never Knew. What is the main ingredient in wasabi?
Is it horseradish?
Horseradish is correct. I think it's I believe there is wasabi, but in American wasabi, it's mostly horseradish. Is that good?
Okay.
They confirm that. I believe that's correct. I should have said American wasabi because I think you could have just answered wasabi.
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to say, but I'm like, no, it's probably not just wasabi.
Yeah, I should probably fact check that after the show.
I didn't know it was from a plant.
All right, so here we go. As you know, our final 5-point question in the second round is a timed 10-second question. You're going to have 10 seconds to name 5 things in a category that I give you, and it'll start as soon as I finish reading the question. So your 5-point bonus question is you can end up with 9 points total. Name 5 pain relievers and go.
Advil, Tylenol, Midol, aspirin, and Doan's back ache pills.
And time. It is Advil, Tylenol, Midol, aspirin, and Doan's very specific branded back pain pills. I will give you all 5. That'll put you at 9 points total. Very tough score for the first 2 rounds.
Thank you.
My alarm was on silent. There we go. Should work next time. All right, we're going to meet a new player tonight. George, where are you calling in from?
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Gulfport, Mississippi. How's it going?
Slow. Just like everything in Mississippi.
It's impossible to move fast.
We don't know any better.
And have you ever heard the show before? First time hearing it?
First time.
All right. Well, welcome aboard. I hope you're having fun already. We have round 2 questions planned for you. Again, the categories will be solar system, geography, and food. You have a little bit of a disadvantage if you've never heard the show before because your food question has been asked on the show before. And your first question for the solar system, multiple choice. What is the second brightest object in the night sky after the moon? Is it Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, or Mars?
Venus.
Venus is correct. Your geography question: what U.S. city was previously called New Amsterdam?
New York City?
New York is correct.
I haven't
And
thought about that since, like, I think 7th grade was the last time I heard that fact.
since I listened to the They Might Be Giants album, I believe they have a whole song.
Good throwback. Thank you.
All right. And what country is the largest consumer of beer per capita?
I'm going to go with Denmark.
Denmark. Incorrect. Edged out by Germany.
I thought that was too obvious.
Yeah. All right. So again, you'll have a 5-point bonus question. You can end up with 8 points total here. It's a very strong showing for both of you. Right out the gate, you're going to give Tim and Steven something to shoot for here. So, George, your 5-point bonus question: name 5 products that come in gel form. They're packaged as a gel. Go.
Toothpaste, deodorants, waxes, gels, soap, and shampoos.
Soap and shampoo. Waxes. I'm trying to think of a gel wax. I guess I've seen gel candles. I would say, but are they wax? That's a tough one. I definitely have you down for 7 points. Let me look real quick. Let's see, gel wax.
Love being the complicated one.
I know. Let's see, gel wax. Is it such a thing? There is a gel wax hairstyling product. I can give it to you. So yeah, you did sweep there. There is. You said toothpaste, deodorant, gel, and I forget the other 2, but all 5 have been verified. You have swept, or you have finished with 8 points after the first 2 rounds. Very strong for both you and Essa. Tim and Steven here, you got some work cut out for you. I'm going to go ahead and mute you. I'm going to move up to Tim. Tim, welcome to the show. First time calling in it. Have you listened before? Second time calling. Oh. Are you muted, Tim? I can't hear you. Still can't. I lost you. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Oh, now you're muted. Now you're... Let me mute you. Unmute you. Gotta keep talking? Nope. Try closing it and open it back up. I heard a click there. Boop-a-doo. Let's see. How about now? No, what's going on?
Nothing?
Now I got... There you are. There you are.
Yeah, really?
You're back.
Weird.
All right.
Cool.
All right, we're going to move over to Tim. Tim, how's it going?
Going well.
Welcome to the show. First time calling in?
I think I was on your reboot episode a few months ago.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, welcome back. Glad to have you here.
Yeah,
We're going to move on. We have the categories of geography, solar system, and food. And you have you have some tough competition today. You can walk away with 9 points and still tie for first place. But we have 2 high scores so far with 9 and 8 points. So here we go. Your solar system question, and you'll have a multiple choice. What shape is the Earth considered to be? Is it an oblate prism, oblate triangle, oblate rhombus, or oblate spheroid?
Oblate spheroid.
That is correct. Your geography question: on an ordnance survey map, what do the letters PA represent?
Wow. This is not a multiple choice, right?
This one is not a multiple choice.
Oh, dang.
You can't use your 50-50 or for a friend.
Well, I tried the 50-50 earlier. That didn't, well, it turned out to be 50-50 in round 1. On an ordnance survey map?
Correct.
Oh,
The letters P-A.
Prime Azimuth. I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
The confidence is high on that one, but the answer is much more pedestrian. It is a path. A path.
What?
Just a path. Okay, over to your food question.
That could be done here in the matter of seconds. So, all right.
All right. Hey, your food question directly from episode 1. What country is pecorino cheese from?
Pecorino cheese? Sounds Italian. I'll go Italian.
It is Italian. It's from Italy, correct. All right, here we go. We're going to have your 5-point bonus question. I need you to name, sticking with food, name 5 kinds of bread and go.
Wheat, white, bagels, toast, kosher bread, gluten-free bread, French bread.
All right, you did name 6 there. I can't give you. I wish I could write that fast. You said toast. I can't give you the credit for toast. But you did say 5 other ones. They were all correct. White, wheat, bagel is a bread, gluten-free bread, and you did say one other one that did correct. I won't give you one for toast, but you named 6.
That's why I go. That's why I go with more.
That's right. So you'll end up with 8 points total. You're tied with George. Steven does have 2 points. He can run. He can still sweep and end up with 10 points. In that case, George and Tim will both be eliminated, and Essa and Steven will be in the final round. So, Steven, you have your work cut out for you. I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Tim. Bring back Steven. Steven.
Hello.
Ohio's favorite trivia player.
Always.
Oh, are you ready to do some damage?
I'm ready.
This is probably the highest scoring points we've ever had leading into the third round here. Essa with 9, George and Tim tied at 8. You swept the first round, so you're sitting pretty.
No pressure, right?
A sweep here would put you at 10 points. You could actually sweep the whole round. Are you ready?
As I'm gonna be.
All right. What is the name of the largest mountain on Mars? Is it Titan Mons, Olympus Mons, Helena Mons, or Judo Mons?
Let's go with Judo.
Judo. Incorrect. It is Olympus.
I almost went with that one. Darn it.
The furniture item futons originated in what country?
Futons. Let's go with France.
France. Incorrect. It is Japan. Japan.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that makes more sense.
All right. Which food has a name which literally means on a skewer?
Shish kebab?
Kebab is correct. 3 points here. If you sweep your 5 point, we can have a 3-way tie going in to the final round. I have a fun tiebreaker. So if you can sweep this, we'll have a 3-way tie. And I won't give away the clue because other people could start thinking about it. So, Steven, here we go. Name 5 sports in the Winter Olympics.
Skiing, slalom, bobsled.
All right, we do have downhill skiing and
Hockey.
slalom, bobsledding. That'll put you at 6 points total. Not quite enough to get into the final. I maybe build up too much pressure for you, Steven.
Too much pressure.
That's why you're Ohio's favorite.
Right.
All right, Steven, thanks for calling in.
All right.
We'll see you. Or hang
Later.
out. Hang out.
I've got my son here. We're going to watch a show.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, bye.
Later. All right, so Tim and George, I'm going to unmute both of you here. Hopefully I didn't blow up Steven's microphone again, or Tim's microphone.
Am I good?
You're good, yeah.
All right.
All right, so Tim and George, we're going to do something we've never done before on the show. As a tiebreaker, we're going to do that alphabet game where you go through the alphabet one letter at a time. We're going to go, you're each going to get, one of you will get A, one of you will get B, one of you will get C, one of you get D. And we're going to name breakfast cereals. All right, so you're going to do the alphabet game by breakfast cereals. George, you went first, so you'll get to go. You're going to start with A. So you want to name a breakfast cereal that starts with A.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks, good. Tim.
Brand checks.
Brand checks. George.
Cheerios.
Cheerios. Tim.
Yeah, I'm really struggling because I was thinking about D's from the beginning. When you say it, it's going to be so obvious.
I don't have a list. I'm just hoping you guys can do it. But there will be a point when you start struggling. I will put 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. That's fine. Go ahead and put the 10 because I'm struggling now.
You got 5 more seconds.
I had so many C's. So many C's. Drape nuts.
Drape nuts. Let's see. The only one I could think of while we were doing this was there was a cereal when I was a kid called Donkey Kong Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Breakfast.
I got nothing. That sounds familiar, but I got nothing otherwise.
Tim, I gotta say though, man, if you had it, I was done because I could not think of an E for the last 30. I've been on E since A.
I was on D since A, and I was like, oh, I got nothing. I got nothing.
So,
I got F. I got Frosted Flakes. I got H, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so here's C has like 1,000. There's 1,000 cereals that start with C. D is Diamond Shreddies, Dinosaurs, Dinky Donuts, Donkey Kong Crunch, Donkey Kong Jr., Double Dip, Dudley Do-Right, Dunkin' Donuts does have a cereal, and Dino Bites. Then E's would have been trouble because Eggo has a cereal. It's still out there. You could have said Eggo. E.T. cereal, Engine 2, and Elixir.
Yeah,
that is going to give that's going to give George the bonus point. Move George to the final. Tim, thanks so much for calling. I know you're on a time crunch. I appreciate you sticking around.
Thank you.
You almost had it to the final.
Almost. Good luck, guys.
All right, thank you. Hang out.
I gotta go too, but I'll catch up with the rest of the show when it's on.
All right, should be out tomorrow night about 8:00. Thank you. We'll see you. All right, so this works out convenient. You're both on the same camera. Essa and George. Oh, head-to-head battle.
We play on a trivia team together every week.
Uh-oh.
And I usually suck.
So this is going to determine who's captain at the next trivia competition. You're already wearing the captain's shirt and a Pens jersey, which I did not call out. As you know, we are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You just want a fan right there, man. I was debating, am I going to wear the Crosby or did I want to go throwback and run and grab my Fleury jersey for today?
Well, here we go. We are now in the final round, and we have another special plan for you guys. It's a super bonus final round, which means I have to pull out the spreadsheet that keeps track of all this, because I cannot keep score when we do this.
I love being complicated.
Great.
So complicated. I don't know why I do this to myself. Let's see. Essa, since you were the point leader, you can choose. Do you want to go first or second?
I will go second.
Oh. Well, good, because I just typed that in the wrong order. Let's see. There we go. So, George, you will go first. Now, in a super bonus final round, we start at questions are at 10 points. Every 2 questions, the points will double. So you'll get a 10-point question. Essa will get a 10-point question. The next round, you'll get a 20 and a 20-point question.
Wow.
Now, these are also multiple choice, and we do multiple choice a little differently on the show, where I will ask you the question. You can answer that question for double the point value if you don't take your choices. There's no penalty for guessing. If you're right or wrong, you can still get your 4 choices and answer it for face value. But if you're wrong, your opponent can steal for face value.
Okay.
We start at 10 points. So the first questions play a little bit of a role, but it's not until we get to the final questions that are worth 640 points. They can still swing the game on the last question.
Wow.
I've never even heard this get played.
Oh, yeah, get ready. The last couple, I think like episode 47, 8, and 9, we started to do this. This is probably the third. You're probably the third time we've done it. There's only the new shows have it.
Okay.
So here we go. George, you'll be first. And I should also preface, the questions do get more difficult as we move on. So, you may chuckle at the first couple. So you'll see. All right. And, George, what does Oscar the Grouch live in?
Trash can.
Trash can is correct for 20 points. You get double the value there. Essa, Hulu is the capital of which state? Oops, Hulu. The streaming service Hulu. Let me I was just setting up Hulu for my daughter. Let's see. Honolulu is the capital of which state? Maybe I can get a sponsor.
The first version. Make her answer the first one.
Yeah. I will accept Netflix.
No state. Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct. They even need the multiple choice with me saying Hulu. All right. Now let's get serious. George, who was the main actress who starred with Richard Gere in the movie Runaway Bride?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, incorrect. Is it Nicole Kidman, Julia Roberts, Demi Moore, Uma Thurman?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts for 20 points.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah.
And they had two of their biggest movies together were Pretty Woman and Runaway Bride.
I feel bad. My sisters made me watch that with them like once a week. I think through all of 6th grade. That was their favorite movie.
Turn it off. We used to do my family. My sisters have been on the show a lot. We used to watch Adventures in Babysitting every day.
I loved that movie.
Or Back to the Future. That was our. All right, Essa. In which country did Fidel Castro take power in 1959?
Cuba?
Cuba is correct for 40 points. Now the point values for the question are now 40 points. Back to George. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was the name of the community, or what? I'm getting to the final round. I'm not even drinking tonight. Let's see. George, in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, what was the name of the community terrorized by the Grinch?
Whoville.
Whoville is correct for 80 points. We have George with 120, Essa at 60, but one question behind here. What is held up by a referee in a soccer match to show that a player is being sent off?
A card?
Can you be more specific?
A black card?
Incorrect. Is it a red card, red flag, red ribbon, or red glove?
Red card?
Red card is correct for 40 points. We're at Essa with 100, George with 120. Our 80-point questions. George, Alcatraz is an island off of which city?
San Francisco.
Correct for 160 points. Essa, in which sport would you use a pommel horse?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics is correct, also for 160 points. Over to George. Which choo-choo was a hit for Glenn Miller and his orchestra? The difficulty level just jumped, didn't it? Which choo-choo was a hit for Glenn Miller and his orchestra?
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga is correct for 320 points. Essa, by what name was the wife of President Essa, by what name was the wife of President Lyndon B. Johnson known?
I know it's something weird. I can't even guess.
Multiple choice? We have Lady Bird, Bluebird, Lady Lynn, or Ellie?
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird is correct for 160.
the name
We're
of
at George has 600, Essa with 420, still well in the game. Back to George. You each have 2 questions left. We haven't had any stealing or multiple choice. Or maybe 2 multiple choice. You guys are running the... George, which state is known as the volunteer state?
Tennessee.
Tennessee is correct for 640 points. Essa, in the last scene of the movie The Breakfast Club, what does Molly Ringwald give to Judd Nelson?
Her scarf?
Scarf is incorrect. Is it a stick of gum, a phone number, an earring, or a ride
Earring.
home? An earring is correct for 320 points. Still in the game. We have George with 1240, Essa with 640, but these questions are, if you double them, are worth 1,280 points. So here we go. George, no pressure.
Stop giving him my questions.
So
What's it? You should. Hey, you got to choose first or second.
they don't blame him.
Yeah.
I'm just getting sports questions.
George, in Roman mythology, Mercury was the messenger of the gods. Who was his Greek counterpart?
Aries.
Ares, incorrect. Is it Apollo, Hermes, Ganymede, Prometheus?
Hermes.
Hermes is correct. Essa, you can still... Let's see. Oh my. George, you are at 1880 with that answer. Essa is at 740. A 1,280 point score right here, Essa, will put you at 2020. You can still take the game if you answer without your multiple choice. Here we go.
No pressure.
The Mediterranean island of Gozo belongs to which country? The Mediterranean island of Gozo, G-O-Z-O, belongs to which country?
Greece.
Greece is incorrect. Is it Malta, Greece, Albania, Cyprus?
Albania.
Albania, incorrect. George with the steal.
You got a
Am I
50-50.
am I allowed to hear the
Oh
multiple
yeah,
choice?
sure. It's Malta, Greece, Albania, Cyprus.
I'll go with Cyprus.
Cyprus. We ran the choices, but it is Malta. Malta's the correct answer. It didn't matter. Anyway, George came out with 1,880 points to Essa's 740. George, first-time caller and a Pittsburgh fan, obviously is why you walked away with the W tonight.
It was rigged, I know.
Yeah, as soon as I saw you wearing a Penguins jersey, I'm like, simple questions.
Winner.
No, they were actually both. I think the questions were pretty balanced in that final round. It's just that the point scoring towards the end can really break the game wide open. But I want to thank all my players tonight. We had Essa, George, Tim, and Steven. Rick couldn't make it, but again, Rick is in Houston. He asked you, if you can, the J.J. Watt Harvey Relief Fund or the Red Cross. Tell him Rick sent you. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks. Have a good one.
That was you have fun?
Yeah, that was fun.
I do think the game is more fun playing than